The Chinese copy of Cars 2 that caused a stir. There was a lawsuit, Disney got pissed, and they even ripped off Lightning McQueen without shame. This thing is on another level, so come closer, because I'll tell you everything now. Let's go. Welcome to Cine lovers and to the movie Autobots. What? It has nothing to do with Transformers. It's the Autobot, a great Chinese classic. Well, I think this is the most bizarre ripoff I've ever seen. There are many copies out there. Some are just inspired, based on a story, a movie, a character. But what they did to Cars 2 and the Autobots is creepy, man. Seriously bizarre. The movie shows a boy who develops 3 cars with artificial intelligence. Dude was visionary, because this came out in 2015, 10 years ago. So he saw the future. In this universe, humans drive living cars, and after many wild races, they discover that what really matters isn't winning, it's friendship. So cute. No, there's nothing cute about this, because these images are disturbing. Unfortunately, the Autobots was not nominated for an Oscar. A true injustice. It totally deserved a nomination for Best Animation. And look, Lightning McQueen wasn't the only one they ripped off. Just look at this. The resemblance is unbelievable, man. Sometimes you can't even tell who's McQueen and who's that crazy Autobots guy. And if that wasn't enough, as if McQueen alone wasn't bad enough, because it's not just a red car, it's literally McQueen. But they didn't stop there. They went all in and copied other characters that you'll instantly recognize and think, no way, dude. I can't believe they did this. But since they didn't fear any consequences, they just went for it. Like Professor Z, one of the villains in Cars 2. The only difference is that he has goggles on both eyes instead of just one. Huge change, right? Same type of car, same color, same shape, same creepy face. And this movie came out in 2015, just a few years after Cars 2. These knockoffs usually drop the same year, like the Little Cars, which was released the same year as Cars. These guys really rushed to put out high-quality movies just in time to match the real ones, while claiming they're not copies. Even Sarge got in on this. The guy from Radiator Springs was called to star in the Autobots. Same actor, in case you didn't notice. And we've got Strip Weathers, the king. They didn't even let him rest after that crash. They dragged him into the Autobots too. But the best is yet to come. Dude, I was shocked. I don't even know what to say, because Francesco from Cars 2. Just look at this. This is Francesco from Cars 2, and this is Francesco from the Autobots. You might even be wondering, wait, isn't it the other way around? Nope, this is exactly how it is. That's how insanely similar they made these characters. And they said it wasn't a ripoff. They said it was just a pure coincidence. Now talking about a really bizarre scene, the whole movie has weird animation. The cars stretch, the cars bend, they do all sorts of crazy things with their bodies. But there's one scene with Francesco and the Wish version of McQueen, and the two are just standing there, staring at each other. And to show that they're staring each other down, full of rage, lightning flashes between their eyes, like they're making some kind of evil connection to show they're angry at each other. And behind them, there's like fire in the background. For me, it was one of the weirdest scenes I've ever watched. But if you think the Autobots was already bad enough, I have to confess, there was something even worse that almost happened. Just thinking about it gives me chills, seriously. But I'll tell you in a second, because right now you need to understand something else that's going on, and you need to act fast, because it's almost over. All these products you're seeing right now are exclusive originals from the Pixar World Store in Brazil. You'll only find them there, and they're available for a limited time. You won't even find this stuff at Disney. But if you can't go to the store for obvious reasons, what can you do? Don't worry, I got you. Message me on WhatsApp or Facebook Messenger. Just use the link in the pinned comment of this video, or point your phone's camera at this QR code and message me there. I'll take care of it for you. But hurry, because these exclusive and limited products are selling out really fast. Hit me up and we'll sort it out. After you've scanned the QR code, grabbed your shirt, your mug, your Pixar ball, your cap, let's get back to the video. Anyway, as if the Autobots one wasn't enough, our Chinese friends wanted to make the Autobots 2. Believe it or not, 2 years later, in 2017, a sequel was already planned. How is that even possible? They claimed it was all just a coincidence. Like, how are Francesco and McQueen just a coincidence? They literally are the characters. And get this, many sources say the producers didn't even know about Cars, that they had never seen Disney and Pixar Pixar's Cars. Come on, seriously? But sadly, or maybe luckily, the Autobots 2 didn't happen because Disney found out. Disney had the honor of watching this tribute they made to Cars, and then the lawsuit happened. Disney went after them, sued the Chinese producers, and obviously, everyone responsible for the Autobots got hit. It didn't get a sequel, much less a trilogy, unlike the Little Cars, which has like 7 or 8 movies. And if the Autobots hadn't been stopped, we'd probably have at least 2 trilogies by now. Obviously, Disney won the lawsuit. The Autobots didn't do so well, even though there are still people out there who believe it was an original idea and not a Cars ripoff. But then there's something else they managed to push even further, right? This video you're watching now, the footage you're seeing, those are the characters from the Autobots movie. But the promotional poster for the movie, totally different. First of all, it already looks a lot like the Cars 2 poster. Total coincidence, of course. And here's the most interesting part. They changed the main character. The protagonist, basically their version of Lightning McQueen in the Autobots, looks completely different on the poster compared to how he looks in the movie. His graphics, his design, they changed it to look even more like Pixar's Lightning McQueen. I can't take it anymore. Like, how is this even possible? And the worst part, there are several other animations that blatantly ripped off Cars. But the Autobots is easily top 2, maybe even top 1, because these guys managed to fool the audience too. While working on this script, I found several accounts from people who said that just by looking at the poster, they thought it was an official Pixar movie. And when they actually watched it, they were disappointed and seriously pissed because they had been misled. Not by Disney. Disney had nothing to do with it, but by the creators of the Autobots. And honestly, Cars is one of the most iconic movies of all time. And next year, it turns 20. It's one of Pixar's most beloved films. Some people even prefer Cars, even prefer Lightning McQueen over Toy Story, over Woody, over Buzz, who were basically the faces of Pixar for years. But to this day, Cars is still part of Pixar's identity. And let's be real, our ka-chow is getting a lot of attention. I've talked about this in other videos too. Pixar definitely knows what's going on. I'm sure someone at Pixar is watching Cine lovers, because Disney made a public statement saying that they're aware of how much Cars fans have grown. These days, people talk more about Cars, more about Lightning McQueen, than they did back when the 3 movies first came out. And that, my friend, is a huge opportunity. What for? For Cars 4 to become a reality. Pixar knows it. They're not going to ignore the numbers. They're still selling McQueen merch like crazy. Cars is trending again, even though it's been a while since the last movie. There was a series, some shorts, but the movies are what fans are passionate about. And we need Cars 4, right? We need to see Lightning back on the track. And Disney knows that. Disney wants to bring back Cars 4. I've made other videos here on the channel, including one about Cars 4, where Pixar is planning to make it happen because they know McQueen is more popular than ever. So why not ride that wave and finally launch Cars 4? And here, I'm also going to leave you some real videos, about the real Cars franchise. Stuff that, if you're a fan, you'll love and probably didn't even know. Thank you so much for watching all the way through, and I'll see you in the next video here on Cine Lovers.